January 2017. What the hell? It's 2017 already. I'm glad to be back, finally. It's been way, way too long. Sorry that I haven't been here, but that's what happens over these times. Someone said 9.2K viewers? What the hell? Game is dead, I guess, but whatever. Sure, okay. There is some news along the bottom, so you're getting it a little bit faster than you would from my mouth, so there's a little bit to read. But welcome everyone. I legitimately mean it. Thank you very, very much. Confirm that there will be a PTS for 1.6. It is coming. We do not have a date for it yet. Not because we're trying to hold anything back, but we just need to confirm it ourselves, and we'll get that out to you guys. Unfortunately, and it's probably something that you would have expected, we can't get it on consoles at this time. We really, really tried, seriously, and I expect chat to be sad about that, and I'm sad too. But that's unfortunate, but the reality. I would urge you to do this. We do need all players involved in the conversation, PvP and PvE elements. Today we're talking about some very specific PvP things, the last stand mode, and I've got some people here to talk about that very, very soon. There will be an article dropping in exactly 58 minutes that you can find on the Division game, which has probably a little bit more information than we're going into today, and there will be another article, spoiler, tomorrow at the same time, so plus 24 hours. Also, and this makes me happy, especially for the this makes me happy, especially for the PS4 crowd. There will be no timed exclusives on The Last Stand or 1.6. Sorry, I just saw a message there from Matt Zepp saying 12,500 viewers. So people know what to expect. We are talking about a very, very specific part of Last Stand and 1.6, and that is the Dark Zone extension. We call it Dark Zone North, which gives you an indication of which way it stretches, but it's DZ 7, 8, and 9, which Redstorm have been tirelessly working on, and you would have seen a bit of that in the teaser trailer and also in the intro to the stream. But what we're going to do is we're going to shut up for a second, and we're going to show you just a little tirelessly working on, and you would have seen a bit of that in the teaser trailer and also in the intro to the stream. But what we're going to do is we're going to shut up for a second, and we're going to show you just a little taste of what DZ North has to offer. Cool. But I wanted to go through a little bit of that with you guys. Obviously, we had the ETF there checking it out, and there's some things that I think they noticed. I think that players will notice once they get into it, and it kind of has some very. I think it's been built in a slightly different way. Would that be fair to say to the rest of the Dark Zone? In what ways would you guys say it maybe differs from the rest of the Dark Zone as it stands right now?
Well, you know, the DZ 1 through 6 was a little bit too happy. The aspect we were going after for DZ North was we wanted some more interiors. We wanted some more arena-focused gameplay, and we wanted some more rooftops. So street combat's fantastic. Try to break up the grid a little bit and let players move in and out and, you know, tactically and strategically through the interiors, bigger spaces and rooftops, and it worked out. We did a thing. It's awesome. Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy. And you got to go to that whole interiors thing, and I see chat bringing that up as well. More or less, when you talk about all of the traversable space, including the rooftops, it's like you might as well throw DZ 1 through 6 in there. It's like 100% increase. Not actually 100%, but it's damn near close to that. All right. It's awesome.
Especially in options and just much more focused combat arenas.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that, but I think that's pretty damn cool. So there's like rooftops, some underground stuff, and a bunch of other things in between, which is awesome.
Yeah, like actual building interiors, like rooms.
From chat, and sorry I missed your name, but I did catch your question. Are we able to move from DZ 6 to 7?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's just one contiguous space. There's little places you can stop off and resupply or respawn. But when you're moving through, you can freely traverse the space.
Solid.
Yep.
Well, I actually, I mean, people are probably sick of looking at our faces and all of that. In fact, I know that they are. What we can do, actually, I mean, people are probably sick of looking at our faces and all of that. In fact, I know that they are. What we can do is, I do have some extra footage that we can still keep discussing what's going on with DZ North, but I think it's probably kind of cool to actually show people, especially some of the new art. I think is fantastic. Can we just take a look at what's happening in DZ North? And obviously, Terry and Keith, you can't see what's going on. You have seen this video before.
Yes.
But
we love the video.
there's all sorts of stuff going in there, and I'll just let chat have a little look at that. You have seen this video before.
Yes.
But
we love the video.
there's all sorts of stuff going in there, and I'll just let chat have a little look at that. What other things have you guys been focusing on for the Dark Zone? And people obviously have been asking for things, and I've seen it in chat a lot. Things like have been asking for like a PvE friendlier Dark Zone, right? And obviously this kind of fits in the context of Last Stand a little bit. Because in a second, but Last Stand as a mode is dedicated for PvP, and again, we're going to talk about that in a second. So I think that kind of, and this is something that we've talked about a bit, that expansion of the Dark Zone, making it inherently less PvP dense, will tend it towards more the PvE spectrum. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, that's the hope, right? We never want to take the teeth away from the Dark Zone, so. We in the Dark Zone
absolutely
anytime. But now that we're increasing the size of the Dark Zone, but not the player count, right? The frequency of their PvP encounters could potentially drop. You can still hunt rogues, you can still go rogue, you can still do all those same things. But like you said, now that we have Last Stand as a PvP mode, hopefully that PvP population embraces this mode, and when they just want to shoot the shit out of someone, they can go play Last Stand.
Exactly, and you will actually be able to fast travel between DZ checkpoints now, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So if you enter and it's a little too hot for you, and you want to go down to DZ1, you can do that between checkpoints. Or if you want to chase rogues, you have that ability to kind of pick your gameplay a little more specifically.
As a note, though, if you have contaminated gear, fast traveling from gate to gate will destroy the contamination.
For the people out there who have never heard anything about Last Stand, how would you explain the Last Stand mode to them?
The Last Stand mode is organized PvP inside the Dark Zone. So it's a separate experience from the Dark Zone that people know right now. You will queue into it. It's session-based flow, and it's 8v8 real large-scale PvP inside the Dark Zone.
Right.
It's objective-based PvP.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 8v8. That's and chat's not even there yet, but I'm just going to preempt that. 8v8. How does that work?
So you can join in with your group. So you have your group of 4, and you'll get matched made with another group of 4. So you're kind of going off in these kind of attack squads.
You don't have to have a group of 4 to queue. You can queue solo.
Absolutely.
It will throw you into a group, and you'll have 7 other buddies to kick ass with.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So and then obviously there's going to be a lot of discussion.
World size of the Dark Zone. So the experience that players are having there's 3 large tactical locations around a zone of the Dark Zone.
All right.
And it's your goal to capture all the objectives inside the tactical location.
All right, this is a perfect time.
Once you do that, you start.
Can we bring up the map, Peter? There is a map that people can see. All right, so I'm just going to bring this up. Let's talk about this for a little bit. So people are seeing 3 different tactical locations, and
you can see here we're playing in the new DZ 7 and 8. And so when you enter one of these tactical locations, kind of your objectives changes, and you get 3 sub-objectives inside the tactical location. Your team needs to own all of those to start scoring points.
Right.
So you're basically trying to take over large zones around the Dark Zone.
Yeah, so someone's already saying, Program Kate in chat saying, oh, it's domination. Is that something that is...
These matches, and the landmarks have AI populated there. And when you kill the AI, you're going to get shade tech. That shade tech is essentially currency in the game, and that's how you activate the fortifications that people saw in the trailer. And there's other things called tactical boosts, which help your team win. I don't know how much detail we want to go into that, but there is essentially a a hunter-gatherer aspect, a loop in there for PvEers who want to still participate in this new thing. And then there's plenty of dedicated PvP
on B and get a lot of action.
Nice. And also, like, after a certain amount of time, you'll be able to directly spawn on teammates, or from memory? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a pace changer for sure. And being able to spawn not actually directly on, but around around people on your team, so you're essentially getting quicker reinforcements.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're in the middle of a firefight, and then all of a sudden your buddy just runs around the corner, and you get your buddy spawn, and it's just kind of this cascading effect.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah.
You bring up a very good point.
Go for it.
We actually, you spawn on the mega map now.
Yeah.
So when you die, not that you'll die, I'm sure everyone who's watching this will never die.
Frankie won't die.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
All right.
We bring up the mega map interface, and so you spawn on it.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Exactly. I just also want to, people are asking, who the hell is Frankie? Frankie is Frank Yeats.
There's no going rogue in this game mode.
No.
Right? You play as a shade agent, and the other team they're rogues, right? I don't know if it's lifting the curtain, but you're never going to play as a bad guy, right? Shade always wins.
You're always hunting rogues.
Yeah. So there's no penalty for death. You don't lose DZ rank, DZ credits. There's no loot associated with the match, right? So you're not farming loot like you would in the Dark Zone. So you don't have to worry about dropping anything. It's penalty.
A little bit, but very much closer together. So your skill is what counts. But it is something that we're trying out for the very first time. It's a very new thing in terms of the Division PvP. But it will be, we'll be trying it both with and without normalization on the PTS. Is that correct, guys?
Correct. That's correct. We'll we tried it with the ETF. We've been making adjustments, and I'm very excited to start getting feedback on the PTS about it.
Nice. I mean, when we talked about it at the ETF, there's a lot of different ways. Last Stand mode is PvP, and I did say it earlier. If you're just tuning in now, PvP isn't the only thing happening in 1.6 and Last Stand. There is PvE as well. Did I say that there's going to be a new incursion? Did I?
You did not.
You did not.
Now you did.
It's done now. You did it.
All right. There's a new incursion, guys, and it's
awesome.
freaking cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's very, very, very cool, and we'll have more information on that not today, but very, very soon. It's awesome. And spoiler, well, you'll get this news in about 20. I'm going to try and jump on the stream tomorrow morning so I can talk about all of these things with people and find out what they think. Show some gameplay. We don't really have much gameplay to show, apart from one very, very specific clip that I have left in my back pocket. People haven't seen these capture points that you have. Can we just roll that quick thing, and we'll be quiet during the duration of it, but let's take a look at one of the points. All right, so that was one of the objective captures. Keith, you've seen that video. I sent it to you before. Anything to say on that one? What are people looking at?
So right now they're inside the A tactical location.
Okay,
inside the A tactical location, and they're interacting with one of the sub-objectives.
Okay.
So they need to enter. There's 3 of those stations scattered around the area.
Mm-hmm.
You have to flip them all to your team to kind of control the tactical location.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And again, this is a dev build that we recorded this on. There's some things that aren't quite right there, some UI things that aren't, on point, but people haven't seen it before, so they probably didn't realize. What were some of those? So we talked about that earlier, the little
different skills, and still know when rogues are entering your area. And they show if you have them purchased or not, or if they've been destroyed by the other team, because the other team can roll in and take them out. Mm-hmm. And those little pips, there should be 4 little circles to the side of your home zone, right? Yeah. In that build, there was just more than 4, because it's a dev build.
All right. So if people are dissecting that, the 8 should be 4. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
And there's a Last Stand rank also that you're moving through.
Nice. What I would say is, actually no, I just got a message from someone. We are confirming that there is no gear score increase.
Yes.
Confirmed.
All right. No gear score increase. So if you've got a Barrett's chest that you like, You can keep the Barrett's chest that you like.
Yay.
Yay! Solid. Sorry.
Keep that LVOAC.
Absolutely.
Keep rocking with it.
There you go. It's already dark here, but mind you, it's dark at like 3 o'clock in Sweden right now. Anyway, link for the article. There won't be a link for it just yet, but if you go to thedivisiongame.com, Peter, it'll be in the news section, right? News section. So thedivisiongame.com, go to the news button, and then in about 20 minutes, that's going to show up. All right? Take it easy, everyone. I'm out. Bye.